Broadcasted live from Vita Junior High School, this is the Video Exposé. Hello and welcome to Video Exposé. We'll be your host for today. I'm Catlyn.
And I'm Audrey. Together we will deliver you about the topic that people have been talking about all week.
Yes, it is called computer-based national examination.
And today we will look at how musical learners study and prepare for it.
But first, let's take a look at what is called as multiple intelligences. Howard Gardner is an American developmental psychologist born in 1943 and Bristol, the director of Harvard Project Zero.
In 1967, he discovered a new theory, which is multiple intelligences, and there are 8 of them, which are logical, mathematical, kinesthetic, visual, spatial, musical, naturalistic, intrapersonal, interpersonal, and also linguistic.
Survey. Survey is a series of questions in order to gather information about what most people do or think about something.
Here is the survey from our classmate that we did last week. From this survey you can see that there are 2 students who are musical in our class, who are Vanessa and Viola.
After learning what multiple intelligence are, so me and my partner Catlyn answered some questions to prove what kind of a learner that we are. For me, I am an intrapersonal, and meanwhile my partner Catlyn is an visual, spatial, kinesthetic, and also interpersonal person. So this is the survey that we did a few weeks ago, and from this survey you can see that 71% of the girls in 9C always studies for their exam. Meanwhile, the boys, 80% of them studies for the exam. And for the second question, we asked them what kind of preparation do they do before the exam. And 93% of the girls study by themselves, but only 60% of the boys study by themselves, and the others take courses. Interview. Interview is a formal consultation usually to evaluate qualifications. And an interview is done because we want to show people that our data is true, and we also want to know more about that person.
So, this is Viola, and we are going to interview her at the moment because she has musical as her intelligence. How do you usually listen to music?
I usually listen it with earphones on, and sometimes I play it out loud.
So, this is Vanessa, and she is musical for her intelligence, and we are going to interview her. So, Vanessa, what kind of environment do you prefer for studying? Do you like it the quiet one or the one that has background sound with it?
The one that has background music in it.
Oh, and why do you like it?
Because it makes me more comfortable while studying.
So, this is Catlyn, and we are going to interview her at this moment because she has musical as her intelligence. Why do you like having your music on while you're studying?
Because it helps me focusing on studying.
Okay.
In the 1940s, the Indonesian national exam was known as the Ujian Penghabisan Nasional, and this exam was made by the Indonesian central government. 15 years later, the government changed the system and also the name into Ujian Negara. But Ujian Negara almost got erased by the Indonesian government because there were 60% of the Indonesian schools that didn't follow the standard, and students didn't even have any worries in failing their exam. In 1980s, the Indonesian education managed to become better as there was EPTANAS, and it was done by all over the country. In 2005, the government changed it again into Ujian Nasional, but this time, the passing part is also included Ujian Sekolah. In 2015, in order to pass, students didn't need to worry about their Ujian Nasional score because the passing part was determined by their own school. And due to the safetiness, the government changed the system again, and now it is called UNBK, and yes, it is done by computer.
So hi, this is our senior, Audrey, and we're going to interview her for the next couple of minutes. So Jay, what was your preparation like for the national exam?
I studied some books and doing some exercise.
And how did you feel during the test?
Comfortable.
And what was your result?
Quite good.
So hi, this is Jeniffer, and we're going to interview her because she is our senior. What are your suggestions for your juniors for this computer-based national exam?
Take it easy, don't forget to have your breakfast and study hard. For the first step, musical learners study with music on,
Which is approximately 60 beats per minute, and it is for relaxation.
Cigarette smoke released by smokers contains many toxic chemicals.
The second tip,
Listen to instrumental music while you're studying. For the third tip, read the text or note out loud.
and repeat it multiple times when it doesn't make sense. Structures of atoms: electrons, protons, and neutrons. Electrons are the smallest atomic particles. Electrons are the smallest atomic particles.
For the last tip,
Musical learners tap their fingers on the desk.